You in the back
I got my DJ Khaled
back.
pillow. You know what I'm saying? For the
got the We the Best pillow.
For the
dudes just hugging the pillow. Nori, let me ask you a question, Nori. How much you miss Big Pun? How much you love Big Pun?
That's probably the toughest question.
Nori, boy.
It's probably the toughest question I ever got asked. Is because, damn, you making me cry, Fat Joe. I never knew Pun was sick, ever. So I remember Flex when I bowed down on the casket. Damn, Joe, damn. When I bowed down on the casket,
right, big bro.
And Flex said to me, you know, he's not suffering no more. And I looked at Flex because I didn't know what Flex was talking about. I never seen Pun suffer, you know. But when I found out later that Pun was suffering and he had narcolepsy and all that, that me up because I was only 18 years old, 21 years old, 20 years old. So I didn't realize what he was going through, and he never showed me that. So, man, I miss that so much, man. Fat Joe, you one of my best friends, man. You always held me down. You've been there for me. But before that, you know, we was the young me, Tony Sunshine, and Big Pun. I got a video that's gonna kill everyone. Tony Sunshine, you in the video.
Don't do it.
Act like you.
Don't do it, Nori. Don't do it.
Camera. I got it.
Oh, we don't need that one. Yo, sorry, we don't need that one. We don't need that one.
We don't
Don't
need
do
that
one.
But I miss Pun, man. I miss him. I appreciate, you know, Tony, you know, Joe, y'all relationship. I really appreciate y'all because y'all really my family. But
we love you, Nori.
No
we love
one,
you, bro.
There's no one like Pun ever. You will never meet a person like Pun. You will never get another Pun. And I just missed him like crazy. Like, man, the money.
All right, let me give you a question I asked Tone. What you think it would be like if Pun was still here?
I ain't gonna lie. I still be writing rhymes every day. I tell you that. Like, that will call me with a new rhyme every day. Like right now, I haven't wrote a rhyme in 3 years, but Pun would call me every day with a new rhyme. And if he was alive, I would have new rhymes.
He might motivate you by dissing you in one of the rhymes. Like he'll call you with a diss rhyme. Like, yo, you better be writing.
You know, he dissed me because I went in the studio. You know, the only way I would get over on Pun was like I had to scream on him. Like make a movie. So I went in the studio. I went in there. I said, "Yo, you gotta make some records for girls." You bought this after the first album, second album. When I came back in the studio, he played that. I am the nicest. What do you want? Hardcore? You want to dance? You want this? I am the nicest. It was Leatherface. Yo, listen. Everybody in the studio. He wrote it about me.
Yo, but listen to my dick record.
To death. They was like,
yo, look. The tells me in the studio he's gonna give me a solo record on his album, so you know, so you can blow up. I'm gonna give you a solo record, but you gotta write about your. And I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, you gotta write this kind of record, and it gotta be how people are on your. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, so he leaves me in the studio. I write the record. By the way, it's all his idea, right? Come back. He hears it. He likes it. I leave. I come back to the studio. His verse starts like this. You's a nasty making a song talking about your nuts. Don't want nobody. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, my. He's like, don't worry. They're going to love it, twin. They're going to love it.
Yo, he
incredible.
Was the
I can't make it up.
He was the setup king. He would set you up every time. And so, you know, with me, they didn't understand, right? When Pun passed, everybody, even my closest friends, they thought it was over for me. But they did not realize that Big Pun taught me how to write. So even though I put them on, it was summertime, it's popping. Instead of hanging out, I be in there with Pun writing. He'd be like, nah, it's whack. Look, right here you gotta talk about a girl. Right here you gotta talk about a car. Right here you gotta this. So when he passed away, talent-wise, I wasn't scared about making music. I knew what to do to make hit music. He taught me word for word. Like we used to sit down. I went to the school of Pun. You understand? And so I owe a lot of my success to him all these years later because he taught me this shit. So I wasn't really